I see like a green bar there. So I think you guys can hear me. I'm not sure. So this is going to be my first tutorial on zooms. Hopefully you guys learn something from moi. So right now I have these two clips that we're going to zoom together beautifully because it looks so boring right now. Look at that. I want to slice it up a bit. And we can use a zoom to do that. So go to our pan thing. And we drag this all the way there. And then we put that there. And now for me, I'm a perfectionist. So I move that inward. So for this thing works, I can see and match these two up. But the zoom would be nice and flowy. Now I usually like to match up the eyes a bit. If this thing would work. There. Now I can take that out, and it should be a nice, flowy zoom. Voila. That's how you get your flow. And then we can add more stuff to it. Because why not? So I'm going to decrease this a bit. It's so laggy. Jesus Christ. I hear like a kid like dying outside. It's creeping me out. Okay, so I go to the far corner, then a little bit more, probably like 2 spaces, and then far corner. And then sometimes I like to go up here, but for now, just going to see what it looks like. And I center it again. Let's see. Oh, I think that's going to have to be okay. One more up, and then we can go center. So it's like up that way, down that way, up that way, and then I like to put the last frame a few more back. So it comes to a nice conclusion. Voila! And then you can speed it up by just putting these closer together and whatnot. But that's only the basics of it. If you want to get even more fancy, you can go to a blur effect. So it can really make it a little nicer. So I'm going to try to even these two up. That's not what I want. Just like around, anything below 400 is good. And then make sure that's kind of a ways away. It's always nice to have like a gradual like fade out of this Gaussian blur. And then depending on like what the beat is, usually I like to put a flash in it. Oh, that's not brightness. Brightness. So here, just put this back a little because I like to gradually decrease it. Like nothing too big. Like 143. Anything below 200 is good. Voila. Alright, I changed my microphone so you should be able to hear me better this time. Sorry. Okay, so this one we're going to kind of do what we did last time, only we're going to reverse it. So we're going to start from this clip and go to this clip. And as we do that, we have to first decrease this. Ooh, have to have these two clicked on a little bit. So you want to be able to have like a nice zoom out here. So you have to decrease it a little bit more. So you can like do what we kind of did last time. Have these two different settings. And then usually I find it weird to go from like just this to like zoom out. So usually I would zoom out a bit here, just a regular out. I'm going to decrease that a bit so it gradually gets bigger until we get to that mark. And then like we did last time, I'm going to match up the clips a bit. I can find a good place to, okay, I guess that's good enough. Oh, so slow. Okay, so we're going to zoom this part in a bit. You don't have to be too in because the movement is going to kind of flow together. So it's not like a huge big deal that we have to match these two clips up. And then gotta find a spot. And then I usually hit restore so I can just easily. But you don't want to go from like a huge zoom to just like nothing at all. That's why I usually always do like that shake a bit. So we're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna do up to the left, up, down to the right, and then a little bit there, and finish off with the center. And then because we did go from like a huge zoom out, I like to keep that motion going. So it's still gonna zoom out. And then take a look at it. Do have to like play around with it. So here, we're actually going to need this to be like a lot more bigger than it should be. Usually is. You basically have to like play around with it in order to get the things right. And so it doesn't look too choppy. And sometimes you can do like a little bit of a fade in. It's usually hard to get it to look nice and flowy when you're doing the reverse of the matching zoom. When you get it, it looks nice. And then I think that's too much of a. So I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to push that one there so it's just, come on. So it just goes to the left, down to the right, and then back to center. And then it goes to the full frame. Because everything has to be like subtle for this thing. We have like something huge here, and then we have to gradually get out of that. And then again, like the other one, you can put all your nice effects to make it blend together. So depending on the beat, you can go a little bit more crazy with the brightness. It just depends what kind of song and like how fast it's going. There's no like right or wrong answer. You can see like it's really powerful, so you even go a little crazier with this. Because you really want to see like that gradual decrease. Voila. And it looks so flowy. So it's just like playing around with different settings. And then again, you can put your Gaussian blur, the same kind of ideal we did with this, making sure like it's a gradual fade out from the effect. And then you're all good to go. Alright, so this one we're going to do something a lot different. Well, not really. It's just that we're going to go zooming through his eye right here. So then we go from like Scary Sesshomaru to Scared Rin. And I've done this, I think I did like this exact thing, like an MEP part. So let's see if I can recreate it exactly. Alright, so just like any other zoom, you want to have a starting point, and then you want to zoom in. So we're just going to go like really crazy and be like, whoa, into his eye. So it's like really crazy. And then for this thing to work, I see people like mask out the eye. I used to do that, but not only is it like really time consuming, it's also kind of unnecessary. And sometimes it looks really, really choppy, especially if you just want it to be like fast and you don't really put that much effort into it. This one's just like easy and it looks pretty good. So basically they just kind of like fade together, and so as it goes in, it just kind of like blends with it. But I'm going to put that bit back, and then the idea is to not put this all the way over here, but kind of take this back a bit and let it blends in. So you can kind of see, like, it looks like it's actually masked. I can't speak, but you know what I mean. You can see, like, this looks like it's been masked out. That's such a mouthful. So let's see what this looks like. And then that looks a little too red, so I can put more in. And again, it's all about playing with like different settings and stuff. And then through here, because we have like this crazy fast zoom in, I like to keep that motion going. So this one's going to be a little bit of a zoom here. And again, with a shake. You all know I love my shakes. So I'm going to actually go a little bit further in. This one's actually, like the last one, I'm going to take out, maybe like one's good. And then nice little zoom here. And then again, up, down, and then center. Because this is so gradual, I'm not going to like have it like crazy together. I want it to be like spaced out a lot more. So it's nice and even and not too shaky. And nice together. This one's a bit too fast. So if it's too fast, I'm just going to take this one down a bit. Basically what you do, you just space them out if the speed's not working for you. So let's see. And then again, I find it looks awkward if it's just like stops at this point because we have that zoom in. So I'm going to go a little bit more in so I can keep that flow and zoom. Because I am picky, I know. And then again, you can add like your brightness and stuff. But that's one way to do your eye thing. You can try masking it out. I just always have trouble. I'm just like, screw it. I will use this effect. Because it looks like it too. But that's just me.